Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. We have had an eventful weekend with our Isaiah 117 lemonade stand. We had a really good turnout. Do we want to go ahead and tell them that total or wait just a minute? Becca's saying that we need to wait just a minute. Others of you that have seen on our private Facebook group in our little flock have seen some exciting news here for Rachel.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Rachel is an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb. I am Anna, and I'm also a craft educator here. And my sister Becca is as well, and she's over there working on SVG looking things. I don't know.
Yeah. Important things over there.
Yep.
Sure.
So I haven't got my YouTube up. Who all wants to see Rachel's hair?
And we have 30 with us already. We're trickling in.
That is fantastic.
Did you all have a good weekend?
Did
Let
you?
us know. We don't have Monday Lives a ton, so we're happy to be here on a Monday with Anna.
Yes. Kat said that, she said, surprise,
Yeah.
YouTube. She said she thinks that it was definitely Anna's going to be here. And I was like, yeah. We probably shouldn't advertise much for that because it usually ends up being a wreck, you know.
No.
Let's see.
No. Y'all are going to love this one today.
Yes, I love this one. Let's see.
It's not
yes.
just like a simple project either. These are like multi-step. Looks like you got him at Hobby Lobby finish type of frame. Like this isn't like slap glitter on it and call it done. Like Anna does.
She legit was like, those are dollar store frames.
I'm like, Anna, you can't lie to them. And she's like, no, really, I got these at the dollar store.
So for time's sake, I have 3 that are finished to show you all, and I will talk you through that. And then I have 2 that I've sort of kind of started.
Yeah.
And then I'll finish some stuff and give you all some ideas on that. And thank God we kind of started it because Rachel and I went to do one step of it, and we're like, Rachel's like, oh, I don't need Becca. She's gonna be so proud of me. And then we couldn't get it to work, so we had to wait for her to get back from getting the children food.
Yeah.
And then I went to open some black acrylic paint and could not. I think there's still indentations on mine.
Yeah.
So Rachel's like, let me try it. So Rachel gets it, and she's like, and she has these indentations, right? So then, of course, Becca comes over, and she's like, here you go.
And me and Anna are like,
thanks, Mom.
On.
But then in true Becca fashion, she's over here wheezing because she's laughing so hard. And she says, I hear that in things like this, you're supposed to run it under hot water. So maybe, Rachel, your hands were like, they sufficed for that.
Yeah. My hot, sweaty hands.
I mean, we always take the opportunity to do that.
We sure do.
There is a lady in town here that is getting Isaiah 117 started in West Tennessee. Connie,
that's amazing.
They're popping up everywhere. It is 100% fantastic. And go watch the video and get involved if you have one anywhere near you. Fantastic.
Yes. Okay, yes. So we can go ahead and announce the total, Anna, if you want to.
Okay, so let me just preface this. What was the total for the highest last year? Okay, so in Jefferson City, which is about 15, 20 minutes away from here, because we didn't have an Isaiah 117 in Hamlin County last year, so there wasn't one. So in Jefferson County, it was $1,500 was the winning.
Last year.
Yes. The winning lemonade stand. So this year, Oak and Lamb, because you all are phenomenal people, have raised $6,049 and how many cents? 59 cents. $6,049. That is
blew
insane.
It out of the water.
I mean, holy cow. Becca said that the lady that she turned the money into was like, oh my goodness. And so then we also had a friend that was doing one in Jefferson County as well. And then we finished out what we had left over at church Sunday and then split those earnings. So collectively between our 2, we raised $10,000.
Is that not?
It was
absolutely
amazing.
Mind-blowing. Nikki, can we still donate? You can.
Yes.
Let me pop the Venmo on the screen here if you would like to Venmo. Also on our Oak and Lamb flock page or our public page, we do have the Venmo and the PayPal for you to be able to scan. You guys are too kind, too kind. We are still taking money, right, Becca? Yes, we're taking
Yes. Oh, Miss Dream is here. She came from, was it Gray? Yeah. She came from Gray, Tennessee to meet us, she and her husband. And so she got to come and she donated some really cute blankets that we're going to take to the local house.
Sweet.
Yes, they're going to love that.
Yes.
Let's see, Anna, you had it right. That's awesome. Okay, so next year our personal goal is $10,000. Just Oak and Lamb's goal is $10,000. But if we hit $6,000 our first year, I mean, I feel like that's a super reasonable goal next year.
I agree. It's amazing.
Yes. So Rachel, do you want to come here and show everybody your hair?
Sure. Yeah. I can do that before we get crafty.
Guys.
And then we'll get crafty.
I asked her if we could start calling her something else. Look how cute this is.
I love it.
So we literally were sitting at my house yesterday.
We just ate dinner.
Yes, and we're like getting ready to play a game or something. And how did that conversation start? Like, we weren't even talking about hair, were we?
I don't know if we were chatting about, I think we started on hair color, and then we were talking about Becca growing her hair out. And my sister had a pixie cut. My mom's hair has always been really short. And I said, Anna, I would never do it. But how would someone with my hair type look with a pixie cut? And she was like, good. And I'm like, my hair's so thin. She's like, we'll make it look kind of thicker.
Like wispier. It's better when it's that way because I don't have to take so much hair out.
And I can never braid my hair. So it was either straight and then it got greasy really fast. So the next day I would have to do like a bun. And
but
then
she didn't even
wash
wash
it every day.
Today.
No. So she literally 15 minutes. And I'm like, I would do it. And Anna's like, do you want to? I'm like, sure. So within an hour, I had a pixie cut, which is nuts.
I literally was like, I've got to go to the bathroom because I'm so nervous. And then we left. And so me, Becca, and Rachel were at the studio the salon, and we were horse laughing, like to the point where we all couldn't breathe, like that smoker's cough thing that we start doing when we laugh too hard.
When we got there, Anna gave no warning, nothing. She pulled my hair and whacked it off, and I'm like, oh, so much for, are you sure you want to do this?
You had the ride to the salon
I had
to
the
make
ride.
sure.
No regrets at all.
She had it up in a top bun on the top of her yesterday.
Yeah.
So when we cut it off, there was like all this stuff sticking up. Becca took a picture of that, and that's what we were laughing about.
It's stunning.
It was amazing.
It was great. But you guys were super sweet.
I loved the Lemmy Moo Moo in the background. Talking about Mark wearing his dress.
It was perfect. I love that that's like the only photo we had to commemorate the night before the haircut happened was Mark sporting his moo moo, which is perfect.
But can you all please just know that she didn't even bring Charlie to my house last night, and so I gave her this phenomenal haircut after she had neglected me. From Charlie.
So we decided that I would pay her in Charlie Snuggles.
Charlie Snuggles.
So however long.
And cupcakes for the rest of my life.
That's a given. We don't even have to talk about that. That's always a given. Sure. But thank you guys so much. I'm going to let Anna craft now.
They said you look like you could be sisters. There are so many people that have said that too.
About me and you?
I mean, just like in general. Yes.
Well, I'm not half as beautiful as Anna, but I do appreciate that.
Love that death sweater too. Adore.
Thank you. This was my sister's. I stole it. Bye, guys.
Okay, so do we want to go ahead and jump in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let me clear this so that Kat doesn't have a conniption about my fantastic colors.
Yeah, she would be
These are going to make an appearance again, however, so we don't have any blank ones anymore, I don't think. Okay, so for starters, I'm going to show you, they have at Hobby Lobby these wooden frames. Now this is the, it's like a 13 by 15. So this one's a huge one, but they also have a 5 by 7, and we'll get to that. This is one that I've already started for you all. But these are $7.99 and $4.29 regularly. And so these were 50% off when I went. So your baseline is like $4 and $2 and some change. Super, super, super cheap. They are unfinished, and I'm thinking that they are probably just like a pine because they're super soft. But they go on sale. It's every other week, isn't it?
I think so.
Yes. So this is the base of the frames that I'm going to use. I like these because it is wide enough that you can decorate with plenty of room on these. And they have some that have some grooves in them. And you can decorate those to an extent, but they're harder to do. So I just like the flat ones. You could also take a 1x2, 1x4 and make your own, because all you would have to do is miter that angle, and then all they've done is stapled these together on the back. So the nice thing with these is it does come with a pre-born hole to hang it with, and it comes with the backing already. So for the amount of work that you would do putting these together, pay the $2 and the $4. You know, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so this is going to be the base of our frames. And I will show you some that I've already done and explain to you what I've done.
Wait till you see these.
Okay, so this one has actually fallen, so there's a chip in it. This is literally just that solid 5x7. I spray painted it with a high gloss spray paint. This is a plastic $1 5x7 frame from the dollar store, guys. And I think I bought it before it became the $1.25 store.
Yes.
So I spray painted this. You would probably want to seal it with like a polyacrylic spray after so that it doesn't chip. But this one has taken a tumble off of my pegboard here at work numerous times.
As did lots of breakable items, and this one held up a bit better.
I mean, we fared with that, so maybe I need to put a little decorative something in the corner.
Just hide it.
Yes, so all I did was spray paint this separate, and then I took my old trusty Lynn Lily, glued on the back of it, and glued that together. So look how cute that dimension is, and you have probably around $3 if you've got leftover paint in this one. Obviously, you can put designs, you can stripe this, you could do whatever you want with the actual wood so that it's not just tone on tone too. That is limitless with that, and you can get some more ideas here in a little bit when I'm showing you some other hacks. So that one is super cute. Does anyone have questions on any? I mean, I feel like that one's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, no, I'm reading them.
Okay, so this one, same base. Now, when I went into Design Space, I measured this frame, and I took 2 rectangles out of the, like the basic shapes. The outside of it, I believe, was 9x11. The inside square is 4.75 by 6.75.
That's, again, what we talk about all the time in Design Space for you all. Always put the dimensions of your blank in Design Space whenever possible.
It just makes it so much easier.
It does.
So after you get those 2 shapes, put them on top of each other and press that center button on the align button on your align downfall. That's going, and then I sliced it and took out the center, so you're making a frame in there.
Yes.
Once you have that in there, it is so much easier to manipulate your sizes and shapes, and that's what I've done with the honeycomb one that I will show you also. So basically, I took the exact same shape for both of these and just made one a little bit bigger than the other, cut them both out, and then layered this vinyl. This is just regular vinyl. It's not even HTV.
Love it. I love it.
This is a permanent vinyl, and I haven't had any problems with this at all. If you want to do HTV, how does HTV do on acrylic or acrylic paint?
Decently.
It does okay?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't bubble it up?
Not if you do it properly. Usually it's
Which I probably wouldn't, so.
Well, and then you have an example here of how regular adhesive vinyl does wonderfully.
Yes.
So there you go.
So, but I am going to say, if you're going to gift something like this, I would probably once again put the spray polyacrylic over top of it just to make sure that this isn't going to bubble up or peel off. With this, you've probably got, what, maybe $2.50 in this?
Maybe.
Because who doesn't have enough paint to paint their frame and scrap vinyl? So that is another simple one. Then this is exact same thing once again. Now this one, this one was before I had my sister making cut files and shapes and stuff for us. This one I took painter's tape and painted off this center, or taped off this center portion so that I had what looked like an additional frame. Then I painted all of this around a matte black, just solid. Then I went into Design Space and made this, are we calling this, is it a quarter foil or quarter, how do you say that, Becca?
Becca would know that way more than I would.
Is it what is it, Q?
Q-A-T-R-E-F-O-I-L.
Yeah, whatever, how do y'all say that word? I'm from Morristown, and I'm the southern one here. You say what? Quatrefoil.
Okay.
You all can persecute me and correct me.
You know what we mean.
Yes, so you get what I mean. I made my own, and then I repeated the pattern over and over and over until I made this. Then I cut the whole thing out like I did with the dimensions that I showed you all earlier, and weeded every last one of them out, put the stencil on the frame, painted the white, then took it off, but because I didn't at that point know that you were supposed to take it off while it was still wet, hadn't met Rachel yet at that point, it started chipping up. So I went back with sandpaper and made it distressed so it looked like that way on purpose.
See, I love the way. And
yes.
One thing I really, really love about your crafting that I wouldn't do, I would have trashed it. You're like, how do I make this look intentional? Let me get a piece of sandpaper. I do love that you pivot a lot in your crafts. I appreciate that.
You know what? When there's catastrophes, sometimes you do. But if you're wanting it to look more finished, more modern, take that off immediately. I would also say to not use a matte paint because that does chip a little bit more. So if you were to use something like this one, you can tell has a shine to it. So put that down first, let it dry really, 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 really good. I'd say probably 24 hours?
Overnight at least. Yeah.
And then take your stencil up after you've painted it immediately.
Yeah.
So that you don't have anything. Then once again, seal that one. That one was super easy as well. Okay, so now we're gonna get into a couple that I'm gonna show you. This one I'm making for baby Charlie. Actually, it's for, Rachel's pegboard for some pictures of baby Charlie. I have left this is the original stain color that it comes.
And I like it.
Yes, and so because she has lots of natural wood things on her pegboard already. So all that I did, Becca has created these honeycomb files they're on Open Land.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they came in, I think, a grouping of
Several.
6 or 7.
Yeah, there were several.
And then you just go into Design Space and ungroup them so that you can finagle and move them and arrange them. Once again, same size frame in Design Space. This is HTV, so mirror your image in Design Space. And I've already gone ahead and attached that because Rachel and I decided that with my track record that there's a lot of room for error there.
And not just with the Annas. You all know sometimes iron on wood can be tricky.
Yes.
Just depending on the day. So we decided to go ahead and
it did beautifully.
It did great.
So this is actually the second heat setting. Not too hot at all. And what I will probably do maybe a little bit later is go in with some metallic gold and do some accents on a few of them, or maybe
cute.
some yellow just to give it dimension on that. I'm kind of thinking that over right now. I hadn't originally planned to do that. But
Jen said, I love the simple look of this one. Well, Jen, it's not going to be so simple.
Hold
here in a
on,
minute.
Jen.
You just wait.
I went and bought this C from Hobby Lobby. And this was, I think, maybe $1. It's over with the wood section. And I went ahead, because this was going to be a minute, and painted it yellow and black stripe.
Like a little bee.
Like a little bee. All I did was pounce all of the yellow on first. Heat gun that to make it completely dry. And then I went back, and you just decide how wide you want your stripes. And I took a Sharpie. Now, if you weren't doing it with black, you'd probably have to do something other than a Sharpie, maybe a pencil or something like that to create your line. But since it was black, I was like, we're going to go ahead and do this. And it was 1/4 of an inch. And so I would just draw my line every 1/4 of an inch all the way up.
The fact that Anna measured these out.
Why wouldn't I measure them out?
Is making, I would have got a paintbrush and slapped those lines
Well,
on
and that
Anna.
is the difference between Anna and Rachel.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
So then I just painted that on with a brush. That one was super easy. And because the Sharpie lines were so thick, I pretty much just put it up next to it and pulled down. You didn't have to worry near as much about that. But
Kat said, Anna, you could have cut that C out on the Glowforge. What's wrong with you?
yes, Kat, I could have.
Kat, we have trouble with the Glowforge.
Me
And
too.
the general public does not have a $7,000 laser cutter.
So if you have a Glowforge or a laser cutter,
Please
feel
cut it out.
free to
Yes.
cut that out. If you don't, buy the $1 one from Hobby Lobby.
I love it.
We have one that does have to be Glowforged, so that's my next one, and I'll show you all.
Well, it doesn't. You could cut it
You
out.
could. No,
with
no,
your
no, you
Cricut
could
and
on your
some
Cricut.
craft board or chipboard, 100%.
I told Becca that I was going to tell all of you all that I cut it out with cardboard. I just traced it and cut it out with cardboard. And so that was fantastic, you know. But anyway, so I found these. Am I overhead or forward?
Overhead.
Okay, so I found these little bee buttons in the scrapbooking section, which I don't understand why there's buttons in the scrapbooking sections, but there's tons of, what do we call these? Embellishments, yes.
Thanks, Becca.
So what happened though, they're plastic, was when I was putting them on there, they weren't laying very flat. So all I did was take a pair of pliers, pull them over, and like wire cutter pliers, and snip that back part off of all of them. And we're gonna Lynn Lily these bad boys on there just in a second. Actually, yes, we'll go ahead and do that. But I'm also going to take this black wire.
Have you got her heating up?
She
Lynn?
is heated up. Yes,
Oh
she's good
my
to go.
gosh.
I was
you're
prepared.
pro.
And we're gonna make some little antennae to come off the top of this C to make it look like a bee as
Can
well.
you even stand it?
I mean, it's so stinking cute. So then just decide how you want your little beads to be. Did you get that?
oh my lord.
Got it.
Not
Got
a
it.
mom joke.
I know. It was terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to be super symmetric because I can do this all day, guys.
My God.
Because Becca's good at being different, and I'm not. Okay, so I think we're going to go in this general vicinity. And all you're going to do is glue them on.
I linked you guys these little bee buttons.
Thanks, Rach.
They're only $3.99.
Well, and I got them 50% off.
Oh,
So that was last week, so they definitely won't be this week, but
there's a lot of cute bee stuff there at Hobby Lobby.
there really is. I guess I just didn't realize how popular bees were.
Well, you know.
Maybe you made it popular.
Oh, yeah. I just got tattooed and then everybody followed after me, right?
Yeah.
I didn't just, follow after everybody else.
It's okay. I mean, your grandmother had that name for how long, so.
Forever. Named my cupcake business after her. Fell in love with the bees. Which I've always liked yellow, this kind of mustardy yellow too. It all just kind of fit together. The fact that you're putting antenna on the C, I think, is what's elevating this to an extreme degree.
I mean, it's extra.
Just too cute.
But it's not, and actually, this wire was from, what did we say, the dollar store?
Yeah,
and
Dollar
it's
Tree, yeah.
already black, so I don't even have to do anything with
So
that.
cute. Yeah, she said, do we have any wire? I think I'm going to paint it. I'm like, you're going to paint wire?
Yeah, I was going to like spray paint it black
Oh my
because most of
gosh.
like floral. I was imagining us having like floral wire or
yeah.
something, but that was even better. What is everyone saying?
They absolutely love it.
The
Heather
frame is
said
the bee's knees.
the bee's knees.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
Okay, so all I'm going to do with this, I want them to be a little bit bulkier than what this is. So I'm going to double it up
Yeah.
and twist.
Stacy said, beautiful.
Thanks, Stacy.
Webby Wunda, you can actually, I want to say go back. What's what? Rewind. You can actually rewind this live right now and watch what you missed, or you can continue watching and watch the rest later. Absolutely.
So
Carly, I still need to get a Lynn
this.
Lily. You do need to get a Lynn Lily.
Yeah.
You're missing out. Do they ship to Canada? I don't know. That is a good question. Becca asked it. I don't know. Let me do some Googling.
We need to see Rachel's bee tattoo. Where is your bee tattoo, Rach?
You don't know where my bee tattoo is?
I hope it's over your heart.
She doesn't love you like I love you.
It's true. It's right here on the back of my...
I thought that's where your movie ticket was.
It's right here.
Oh.
Wow.
Draw all your tattoos.
Becca could. I hope... But no, Becca knows where all my tattoos are. I mean, they're all on my arm. I only have 3 of them. I'm not all
Are you
marked
working-
up like a doodle book like Becca. I'm kidding. Oh my God, I'm getting a death glare right now. Oh no. No, I love Becca's tattoos.
It's kind of the same face I just got a minute ago when I made her son curse for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently Anna's made both of her children curse.
Both
for the
of their
first time.
first curse words were my fault.
I said it could have just as easily been me, so I'm glad it was Anna and not me.
Rip that Band-Aid off. Okay, so I've twisted these together and then just go and split them in 2. Now, do you want the ends of them to be cute or do you just want them?
I don't care.
Well, good.
Whatever you want.
I'm going to make
you're the
them
one
cute.
making the craft.
Going to make them cute. So then just take the end and kind of curl it under a little bit.
Dana said, I want to be a doodle book. You be
Oh.
a doodle book, Dana. Do it.
We're trying to talk Freddie. Fred hasn't been around here lately, has he? Where's Fred been?
Somewhere lame.
Yeah. We're trying to talk him into getting a sibling tattoo with me and obviously Becca and our other brother. And he's the only one of us that's not tattooed. And he's not buying it so
Ben has
much yet.
tattoos?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Ben is he's the wild one of the brothers. He's had this color hair before. Unintentionally.
Well, and if it was an accident, you can't hold that over him.
Well, I mean, who did it, Becca? Was after he graduated or something? It was pretty terrible. It was kind of like Slim Shady.
Oh, Eminem.
Yes, it was because he had that haircut as well.
Fun fact, Becca loathes Eminem.
Oh, I can't stand. Do you like him?
I enjoy some Eminem songs. I can blame my husband for it, but
Mark Lamb loves some good stuff like that as well.
Mark came in here and was like, "Hey, Rachel, have you listened to the new Lizzo album?" And I was like, "No, have you?" And
I
he
don't even know what that is.
Of course. I'm like, "Oh, of course, okay."
Who is that?
Lizzo?
Yeah.
I would sing some of her stuff.
Please
but
try.
No.
Why?
No.
Who wants to hear Rachel
She sung
sing?
that song "Savage," you know it.
No, I don't know.
Classy, bougie, ratchet.
Do any of those go together?
In her song, they sure do.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna let this harden up just a little bit. What's everyone saying? Does anyone else know that? Let's see. Does she?
Oh, ghetto music. Ghetto music. I happen to think she's quite upbeat.
Okay. Then we are literally just going. Oh my gosh, so cute.
That is absolutely adorable.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is so cute.
It probably needs to dry a little bit more.
Maybe Charlie does not know how spoiled he is.
Well, I mean, but this is gonna stay here. I mean, you could go to his nursery too. He'll know if I ever got to see him.
Oh, ouch. Ouch.
I meant that too. I meant
I
every
know
word of
you
it.
did. I wanted to bring him. I blame James fully. I wanted to bring him. I had every intention of going and getting him.
Maybe it's good that you didn't bring it.
Oh my goodness. There's some bitterness. It's gonna be okay.
My son's first cuss word better not come from you, Anna. It
Rachel.
better not come from you. Actually, better you than me.
Will you feel like a better parent if it's not you?
Yeah, if he spouts it off at like Memaw Bees or something, I'll be like, that's Anna's fault, not mine.
We'll take some sandpaper to that right there.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
look how cute. Now, Rachel,
Huh?
I feel like you need to take that picture.
This one?
Oh, the one you're getting. We are so on the same wavelength. And put that in there for me.
Wait, show him. Put it back down. Put it back down. Do
Okay,
it.
hold on.
No, you can just set it. Look.
Look how cute. I'm just going to go ahead and put it in.
My heavens.
He's such a baby.
Look how cute. I just love how diverse our crafts are. Like, Anna, I just couldn't have done this. I think that's honestly a really good perk
I
of
feel like you could have.
of Oak and Lamb too, is that we're such different crafters. We bring so much different skills and techniques to the table. With us, I mean, if you aren't a member and you would like to be, we would love for you to be. You can use the code FUN FUN at checkout and get $10 off your first month. Look how cute this is. I'm dying.
It is so cute.
Oh my goodness.
Love it, love it, love it.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so this one is finished. Now, the next one that I'm going to do, I'm going to clear the table for. I've actually never done this before.
Becca, look at this.
So cute. And so Rachel was kind of talking me through it because I would have gotten on here and done it completely different.
No, listen, there's a lot of different ways to do it. She's going to be doing some paint splatter.
Paint splattering.
Paint splatter.
Who all has paint splattered in here? Anyone?
Let us know.
Anyone?
Let us know.
Yes. So apparently, let me clear this off because they said to remove the cricket.
Well,
from the
we don't
table.
want, and it's going to get on you, Anna. I feel like you need to put on some
do
type
I
of a
have an
poncho.
apron?
I don't have an apron.
Is there one in my bottom drawer?
Let me check for you.
Thank you.
I live to serve.
Guys,
Nope.
I was going to the restroom before this live, and I went to take my cardigan off, and there was a gigantic June bug on me, and it freaked me out.
It was not gigantic.
It was massive.
It was
It's
one
the
of the
largest
more
one I've
smaller ones
ever
I've
seen in my life.
Oh my gosh.
You're so mean to
Being
me.
a tad dramatic.
Let me move. You're
I'm switching
dramatic.
to you so that they can watch you do this.
Oh yeah, I'm
Like
sure
I
they can hear that on my mic right now too.
Oh yeah.
Sorry guys, I apologize. It's the first
Thank
time I've
you
ever worn this
for
guy.
all the compliments on that photo. Becca, of course, took that photo.
Yes.
He was like 5 days old.
He was little bitty. I bet he fits in that thing better now because wasn't it gigantic on him?
Yeah, I feel like
Kat
it was
says
meant to
if
be
that if that poster board's coming out, I must go now.
then leave, Kat. Leave. I'm kidding.
I didn't say that, Kat. I need your view.
we need your view.
Oh, I love her snarky
It
input
makes-
also. Would it make you feel better, Kat, if I turn it over to just black? Let me know. Do you want color or black? I'll let you decide.
Oh my gosh.
You can be the decider. I am going to go ahead and take the center of this out so that it's not near as nasty. We probably should have like laid plastic everywhere in here. Rachel, I really was inspired by that color.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Let's see. What did Kat say? Flip it. Are y'all happier with this white? Rachel's getting me in frame. There. Oh, you're gonna have to see a little bit, Kat. I'm so sorry. Okay. Color
stick your
black.
hands-
Just turn it over. I love the poster board. Very loved.
Anna, stick your hands under there so I can focus
Okay.
this thing.
We need to autofocus.
And you're good. Thank
Okay,
you.
perfect. Okay, so this one we're going to be doing in landscape, And this is the little guy that I wanted on here because this is kind of reminds me of paint splatters. And so, do you need to say something, Becca? Oh, she's going to the bathroom. Never mind, guys. Anyway, so we just cut this out of MDF on the Glowforge and then did a print and cut sticker and slapped that bad boy on there. You can do this on your Cricut.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Chipboard.
And you could cut it out of cardboard. You know, you really could.
If that's how you want to spend your time, you
If
definitely
you
could.
wanted to, you could print, then cut your sticker, slap it on cardboard, then cut around it. But you better have some really good scissors if you're going to do that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just trying to be inclusive here, you know. So we're going to end up gluing that down in the corner, and this is going to be a frame here. But we are going to be using our oak and lamb colors. And
I would move everything off that table that you don't want paint on it.
My computer is going to go back here
It's
too.
much messier than you think.
It's going to be fantastic. Okay, so Rachel has said that the best way to do this is to get little tiny cups, and
One
we
for
have
each
them.
color. One for
Yes,
each color.
one for each color. These are like those little medicine cups or those ones you drink out of at the dentist. Or
They're 3-ounce cups from Amazon.
yes, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And you'll need a different paintbrush for each color normally. Again, you guys can do this any way that you want. If your paint is already thin, you can completely skip this step. If you want the color to be really big and blobby, then you don't have to dilute it that much.
And I want mine pretty blobby, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to dilute mine much at all.
Absolutely.
I am going to get
And Anna, just like you were cutting my hair yesterday, you can always go shorter. You can
Yeah.
always add more water, but
Yeah.
you can't take it away.
Yes.
So
and yes, I'm getting our trusty little paint puck out. Has it? Do
Yeah.
we have a link for this?
we have, yeah.
This is great for instances like this. You can put water down in the middle, which will rinse your brush off. Then also you can let it rest on the sides or rest in like this. When you are using multiple brushes, this thing is fantastic. So you're not having to pick them up and getting paint everywhere. It's a silicone base, so this all comes off and washes really easy as well. Love it. Invest in one. You won't regret that. Okay, so let me put these over here. Okay, oak and lamb colors. We have maple glaze.
Maple glaze.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I am just going to put a teensy bit down in here.
That's pretty liquidy.
Yeah, do you think that, oh Lord, it's kind of stringy.
Ew.
Do you think that I need to put the water in it?
You can try it without it and see how you like it. 'Cause it's total personal preference.
I may try it on the board before I try it on that.
All right.
Okay, then we have emergency zone. Should we make everyone guess what colors these are?
I don't think anyone could guess.
Rachel,
these
what
types of
color do you
names.
think that emergency zone would be?
An insanely bright yellow or
Orange,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh my.
Yep.
Like a traffic cone.
These
Just
are kind of
horrible.
watery.
Yeah, those are pretty watery.
Some of them are, I feel like the Fiji is thicker.
Now, you know what you could do as well? Some people do this. They don't dilute it, put big blobs, and then they dilute it to get the little blobs
The little
around
tiny
it,
ones?
too. The little
So we'll
specks.
start there and go with that.
Do whatever makes your little heart happy.
This one is our azalea leaf.
Or what?
Azalea leaf?
Azalea? leaf?
Yeah.
That's
Which,
pretty.
that's not, see now this one's a lot thicker.
Oh, okay, she's thick. I'd put the thick ones in a pile. So, you can always feel them again. But
It-
what brand of paint is this? We don't
This-
recommend it.
No. This is Bear Dynasty.
I would just get some acrylic paints.
This is just truer to our color.
Yeah,
scheme.
don't use chalk paints for this.
No, this is,
method.
and that really is kind of the consistency of chalk paint. This is shoelace. This isn't going to have much color, but it'll give it a little diversity.
And
I
Anna's
just
doing-
wiped my hands.
Bless.
I can't stand for my hands to be dirty. Ugh. Okay.
You know, for someone who can't stand for her hands to be dirty, you're in the wrong.
I know.
Both
know.
businesses, you're in the wrong
I
business.
know. I can't stand for hair product or color. And see, this yellow's runny.
Yeah.
I think some of those from when we were doing the lemonade stand started gumping up a little bit.
Gumping up.
Gumping.
I wonder if that is in the dictionary.
Probably right under boogers.
It's next to what? It's next to boogered. Yeah, yeah. That made it into an organic video.
Yes, it did.
See, look how thick. Oh, Lord. This is like clay coming out. We're definitely watering you down.
Maria,
Oh.
gloves. Anna, we do have gloves in the top drawer behind you if you want to wear gloves.
Oh, I could do that. I could do that.
What's this one?
This one is called Indian Sunset.
We already know what the colors are because we can see the sides, but that's okay.
Maybe
That
we
doesn't
were
really
just,
look like an Indian sunset to me, but whatever.
red skies at night and the red skies in morning. There's some kind of those pinky tones in there, but
Yeah, come on. Who's sitting down naming these? That's what I want to know.
that's like OPI nail polish colors. I'm
Yes.
always like, what?
Yeah.
We were told, and I don't know how much truth there is in this, but that there's like this big table that everyone sits down at, and they have like drinks and food and stuff, and they all come up with the names around. What is that kind of table called, Becca? A conference table. Yes, thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you, Becca.
Honestly.
I don't even have words. There's so. Oh.
Put gloves on.
But then I'm not going to know that I have it on there and get it all over everything because I'll not know to not touch.
You won't feel it.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay. So we definitely need to water down this blue.
Now we're talking like a dribble. Look at you. You're so smart. She's pouring it in the cap, guys.
Okay, we're going to do that first. Oh, yeah. That actually may be too much.
A dribble too much? You'll probably like it when you start
Maybe.
tapping it. Is that the word we're using?
Yeah, yeah. And
Tapping it to
then
splatter?
This sunset needed a little.
Anna, you should have permed my hair while we were at it.
Holy Lord, that's a little much.
Should have just permed it.
I think I have only done 3 perms in the 13 years that I've been out. And I feel like my arm was twisted with
They're a
those.
little out of stock. Well, let me tell you, they're coming back for all of these insane boys who want to have permed mullets.
I'm also going to tell you that there's a new trend that you can do where you French braid the hair, then perm that.
Is it like beach waves or something?
Yes, I've not done that. I would be interested to see
Anna,
how
you
that
should have
did.
done it on my hair before you chopped it off. That way, if it was horrible, you were just going to cut it anyway.
Well, listen, I can go dig your ponytail out of the trash can and just do it on that.
Stop. Stop. Oh my gosh. No, Becca said around the
this
table
is hysterical.
before we got my hair done that my hair was, because who was it? I think Mark was like, are you going to donate it? Could that be a wig for somebody? And Becca, that's only 1/6 of a wig. Talking about the hair on my head. Then she said, it could be a hairpiece. I took offense to that. Personally.
Also, Becca was like, I don't know why you still haven't ever let me do a top knot on you. And she's like, well, come do it. So we get to the salon, and after I chopped it all off, Becca said, oh, I never got to do your top knot.
She was like holding my pony of hair, and she said, well, I don't guess I get to do a top knot on you now, or something like that. It was hilarious. Bless her heart.
Oh, that's going to be too much work.
You snooze, you lose.
Well, I mean, I myself just had to cut that off real fast so that I wasn't nervous.
Yeah. I love the trick that Anna is putting the water in the cap first. Because you know sometimes you over pour. I love this trick. It's very smart.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm doing it right over, so if it over pours, it's going straight into the thing.
That was a literal drop.
I know, I'm
It's better than putting too much.
I know, I can always
You've got
do
some
more,
steady
right?
hands.
I know. That one was pretty runny. At the salon, we have steamers for hair color. It makes the process better. And all of them will pour it into a funnel into the thing. And they're like, there's a funnel over there. I'm like, I don't need that funnel.
Oh, gosh.
And I don't. Maybe my dad has really, really, really shaky hands though. It's a Myers trait, I think. So one day I may have the shakes. I don't know. Is
May have
Dougie
the
watching?
shakes.
Are you gonna answer me?
What did you ask?
I said,
me?
is Dougie watching?
No,
Oh, I didn't know he
haven't-
was working
I
today.
don't see. Sorry.
Okay,
I'm
so
reading
all of that
comments.
is mixed. Thanks for bearing with me. Rachel says she taps hers on her finger, but I'm gonna tap mine on a little brush.
I've got to be honest here too, and I would take your rings off.
Really?
It's
It's that bad?
I went home
Oh Lord,
and
I'm
found
swollen
it
like a tick. Okay.
I went home and found it like in my ear before from splattering paint.
Let me put my hair up too. Okay.
And at the end of this, you're gonna be like, Rachel, it's just you. You're just like
Like,
splattering
you are
like
just
a toddler.
nasty.
And that's fine. I'm just, it's better safe than sorry.
Does my ponytail look good?
Not as good as my pixie cut.
I know. We all can't be as beautiful as you. Okay, so I am literally just going to test my consistencies out. And all you're going to do is tap. Okay, that was pretty good. Rachel, this isn't coming off very much.
That's because they need to be diluted more. You were too skimpy on your water.
I feel like it's going to be okay. I'm going with it.
Go with it.
Going with it.
Fine by me.
Should I put a little more water in there?
Up to you.
Nope. Not happening.
Okay.
There's already paint on this.
I don't know
I've
how.
not
but
even done the white. Okay, it's gonna be okay. Let's start with the yellow. Oops.
I hope you guys have a snack or something.
Oh my gosh. Right.
What?
Now's a great time to sing to them.
I love these people. Therefore, I will not be singing for them. Becca, on the other hand, has a lovely singing voice. She's in the church choir and everything.
We don't have a choir.
Becca, do you want to come and sing a few verses?
You want to do math for him?
Ouch, I'll shut up.
Oh. Actually, they're supposed to. Before COVID, we had a cantata, Becca. Is that what it's called? And we had started working on it for Easter, and then of course, COVID. So that didn't happen. And evidently, they're wanting to do it again. And the guy that's heading it up while we were finishing our lemonade stand yesterday was like, "Are you all joining the choir?" And Becca and I are like, "Oh, I gotta go serve lemonade."
I gotta go serve lemonade.
Okay, that's what I'm starting with the yellow, and we'll go back if we need to. Oh, Lord. That one does need more water. Thanks, Rach. You were right.
It's okay. You're doing fantastic.
What all have you paint splattered?
Lots of things. Lots of things.
So you're like a pro?
I'm
an amateur.
I don't feel like I'm excellent at any particular craft, but I'm decent at lots of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think is good. Very well-rounded. A lot I haven't tried.
What's your number one that you want to try that you haven't?
That's a good question. Let me think. I would have to think on that for a while.
Okay, also, in your personal experience, how long does this need to dry?
A long time, especially since you're not diluting your paint a lot.
I did.
Those globbies are going to take globbies. Is that right next to boogered and whatever Anna said earlier? Globbies. The globbies are going to take a while to dry, and you don't want to rush it. So you're going to want to let him chill out for a while.
So basically, since I'm never here, this is sitting on my desk for the next month?
Yeah. Yeah. If you're cool with that.
Yeah, I am, because I want this to be awesome. I may not finish this to bore them, and I'll finish it later or something.
No,
they'll
I
just
think
get
they're
the...
having a good time. If there's any new people watching that do not normally watch, because again, we don't normally do lives on Mondays, let us know. We would love to give brand new viewers a shout out, or maybe if you are like me and you watch but never comment today. We'd love to recognize you for being here as well.
Why
Also, if
don't
you have
you
any questions about Oak and Lamb, let us know. We're always here. Lives are like for answering questions live, okay? That's what they're here for. So if you have any questions, definitely let us know. Jan said quilting, Rachel. Jan,
I don't know about those
quilting,
sweaty hands.
sewing. I don't know.
You've done some sewing stuff here.
I made a bib.
Yes.
I sewed.
So I've sewn.
I've sewn a bib.
Has Charlie worn it?
Becca has stolen it. I don't know where it's at.
Becca doesn't even have children that need bibs.
I was about to say, I actually see 2 of them right now.
One definitely needs a bit.
Well, Fallon does.
Anna, use a different color.
I like this one.
Move on.
Oh my God. Do you see this
I wish I was wearing a
abuse?
diaper. I swear, I've got to go.
Well, do you need Becca to produce?
No, she would never do it the way that I want. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Rachel, you are so rude to me.
I didn't say anything to you.
Move on.
Well,
Green is my favorite color. Not that one, but
what shade of green? Well, I know. You like the sea foamy, minty kind of green.
like that color of that paint bucket.
The pucket?
Puck?
Puck. Paint puck. Paint pucket.
I like pucket.
Okay.
I really like that yellow too. Have I splattered you yet, Rach?
Way over here? No, ma'am, you have not.
I'm just making sure.
Would you seal it after with polyacrylic? You could if you wanted to, if you so chose. However, if this is just like chilling in your house, there's really not a need for that. More personal preference.
This is like a party on a...
Penny said, I'm thinking about getting a pixie cut again. Penny?
Oh, Penny. When's the last time you had one?
Yeah, let me know. I've had long hair.
For not even 24... Oh, no.
I've had long hair for the majority of my life. Always enjoyed my long hair. There was a time when I was like obsessed with my hair. I was taking like 6 different vitamins to grow my hair and things like that. I feel like I have been more confident about myself in the past 24 hours than I have in years. I'm not
Really?
kidding. I'm not kidding.
Oh.
I loved my long hair, but something about my short hair just makes me feel really beautiful.
Can you tell them about the name change that I had thought about?
Yeah, so Anna was in the bathroom going number 2.
Thinking about Rachel.
And opened the door, opened the door, and was spraying Febreze and said, "Hey, Rach, I was thinking, since you have new hair, maybe you should just change your name. New hair, new you. Like, what'd you say?
Raquel.
Like Raquel or something like that." And I'm like, okay. So, yeah,
So
while you
y'all
were doing
can
your
just call her
business-
Raquel now.
Yeah, you can just call me Raquel. Whatever you want to do.
She also was talking about getting an ear tattoo so that her ear shows now.
Okay, that was a complete and utter joke. If Mom, if you're watching, swear it was a joke.
No, Becky, she said it was going to be a rat tattoo so that she can match Sarah.
I do not think I would ever get an ear tattoo. Never. Ever.
I wonder how much that hurts. Do any of y'all have ear tattoos? I need to know.
Oh, gosh.
Does that hurt?
Penny had a pixie 6 years ago.
So how long did it take you to grow it out, Penny?
But Becca said she's still growing it out.
I don't know, because I've been growing mine out for 2 years, and I'm about done. About done growing it out.
Well, it also depends on your genetics, how fast your hair grows. Becca's hair grows like a weed. Like a weed. My hair, however, at least I feel like it doesn't grow. I mean, I usually have to get my hair colored every 6 months. Do I need it before that? Probably.
Oh, please tell them what James said yesterday.
So I've been getting my hair dyed for 3 years, maybe. 3 years. And he didn't know it. last night at dinner, it was like an epiphany with him. He did not know that I dyed my hair. He was like, hey, Rachel, after you get your hair cut, can Anna dye it? So I've always wanted to see your hair dyed. And I'm like, honey.
All of us are sitting there with like our mouths open, like, is he, like he wants it dyed like black or?
Yeah, I'm like, is he talking? And he goes, no, like blonde. I'm like, my dear, you've seen my hair dyed our entire marriage almost. I don't know.
So then I had to show him like where her roots and everything were and explain it to him. And I just sat there and I was like, really? He thought that he was married to that natural blonde bombshell.
God love him. It's okay. It's okay.
Rachel, does this look fantastic or what?
I love it. And someone said, maybe not for this, just in general, less is more sometimes, don't overdo it. That is not exactly the motto for some things here. If you're paint splattering, you're aiming, I'm sorry, but you're aiming for tacky if you're paint splattering. So
Also,
why not go all the way, you know?
Becca.
Yeah, I never agree with less.
I know, I was fixing to say, I want Becca to weigh in on this.
Becca never, yeah.
Becca is usually the one that takes it one step too far, and I'm usually the one that will stop one step too short.
I have heard Becca say 1,000 times, people say less is more. That's wrong. More is more. Yes, true.
I usually have no regret.
No regrets.
No regrets.
I mean, if you're using 8 colors of paint, it's gonna be
Well,
tacky.
not to mention the fact I don't want it to be predominantly wood. Like, I want it to
wanted
be
like
paint splat.
Paint splattered.
Like, honestly, I would be cool with taking some of our cute little paint brushes and even gluing that over to the side.
yeah.
How cute would that
Now,
be?
I also have to say, guys, when she pulls this up off of the poster board, it's gonna look better. Right now, it looks kind of like a hodgepodgey mess because you're also seeing like the splatters on the board, the whiteboard. And
Rachel,
like that.
I don't think it looks like a mess.
Well, you need to get your eyes checked.
I think it's...
Dana's loving how it looks.
Thank you, Dana.
Jen, I think this is a very high compliment. It looks like a bowl of Fruity Pebbles.
Ooh.
Ooh, I love the white.
I know, it pops it.
I'm loving this. Oh, is Becca there? Did I hear her in the background? Carly, we
Unfortunately.
we can't do anything without Becca. So, of course she is here, or we wouldn't be.
We literally had this conversation today, Rachel and I did, and said, what would we do if something happened to Becca?
Starve.
And we'd both starve and have to go work a corner or something.
Lose our homes.
Yeah.
Have to sell our clothes.
I mean,
off
I
our
wouldn't because I
backs.
still have a paying job and this one doesn't pay me. But
Could I like sweep up hair at the salon for a couple bucks an hour?
yeah, I mean, I pay Fallon like $10 an hour there.
Well, I'm sorry, Fallon, but I'm gonna have to kick her out of a job if Becca, if something happens to Becca.
This is hysterical. Most of you all know that Fallon is a train wreck when it comes to spilling food and that sort of thing, and at anywhere she goes, actually. And so we got into the Jeep after church yesterday, and we'd gone to the grocery store, and she wanted a snack because we were going to have a late lunch. And she wanted her popcorn in the Jeep. And she said, can I eat my popcorn in the Jeep? And Mark said, I'll give you a shiny nickel if you don't spill any of it.
A shiny nickel.
Did
she earn the nickel?
She earned the nickel. But then we get home, and there's like some popcorn or something in the hallway, and she said, I guess I don't get that nickel now.
Aww.
She got the nickel, and then she helped pick up dog toys before you came over, and so she earned another quarter.
God love her.
And Beckett doesn't like to help out ever.
Yeah.
And so when he was leaving last night, he said, I helped clean up too, sis. I said, do you want a quarter? He said, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's cheap labor when they're that little because they don't even know.
No.
Okay, that's my last color. Now, everything in me wants to go back and put some more yellow in to make that pop more, and I'll probably do that off the live so that you all don't have to hear one more tick, 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 because I'm starting to annoy myself.
Oh my gosh.
But, so this is going to dry, and maybe in a month or so when it is dry, we'll show you the results.
Month or so.
But then this, where did it go? this little guy is going to go down in this corner, and
really
look how cute
Now
that's
pick
going to
up
be.
the frame and as best you can slide the poster board from underneath it.
I think this is a terrible
Because
idea.
I really want them to see this not on the poster board.
I really think this is a
You could have
treacherous
pulled
idea.
it with the paint. It's okay. You do you.
Thank you, Rachel.
There goes the blue.
Let me do what I know how to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's going to clean all these brushes?
Me, the crafter.
But Kat's going to
can if
have
you
to
have-
see this god-awful board under
If
here.
you have somewhere, no, take it all off. This is cute. This is
I mean, there's still paint dripping down. Is that okay?
dripping down from where?
From the sides.
Oh, mercy. Mercy gracious.
Here, this is what we're going to do.
That's good. Look. I just think it looks cleaner when you take it off of where it was painted. Like, that's cute.
Except for that poo
That's
smear
cute.
now.
The poo smear. Is
Now.
this oak and lamb cut file available now? Becca, the lammy? Yeah, he's been on there, Becca says. One of them is from the side view, and he says Born to be Different.
No, that one's not on there. This one.
Never mind. I am wrong. Becca said this one's on there.
Yes.
Enjoy.
So stinking cute.
I love it.
And then we're going to put mine and Becca's and Rachel's picture in there with Rachel with the pixie cut because we don't have one single cut file or thumbnail or picture of Rachel with a pixie cut.
That's okay. That's
It's going to be good. Okay. That's done.
I'm going to switch
I'm
it to
done.
you, Anna.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
that
don't have
really
a-
does look beautiful on that to me.
It does.
Yes, fantastic. Does anyone have questions
Let us know.
or comments or let's see. Hello, Miss Grizel. Glad to be here even a little late. She was making cookies the other day. I want to know how those turned out.
Oh, my goodness.
What shape were they this time?
Couldn't have been any cuter than our lammies.
I know our lammies were perfection. Let it grow out again. I want to cut. What is the name of it? I've searched everywhere for someone.
I'm checking right now. That's what I was going to say. Search
I
lamb.
think it does come up just under lamb.
You can also look under flock files.
You can also look under flock files, I was told.
Oh
Just
no.
now.
I'm getting paint all over this. Are these stickers waterproof?
They're water resistant.
Okay. Ah! Dare to be different lamb.
Title is Dare to be Different Lamb. Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Yes.
Jen, yes, we raised $6,049.59.
Yes,
at
we
our
did.
lemonade stand, and from you guys, which is absolutely incredible. We cannot thank you enough for all of your generosity and your incredible big hearts. Everyone has been blown away. We have been blown away. We're so thankful for you guys and all that you donated and all that you've done for us and for Isaiah 117 House.
Yes. And that wraps up today's frame
Live.
live. Yeah. Thank you all so much for being here with us. Enjoy the rest of your Monday.